Hello everyone, welcome to Lucid Mates. Today, let us look into the topic of Indo-European Union relationship. This topic comes under your GS2 syllabus. Today, we will look at what the European Union is, its structure, members, and various aspects of Indo-European Union relationship. First, let us look at why this topic is relevant today. Recently, the European Union released a strategy document which seeks to enhance India-European Union relationship. Also, 2018 marks the 25th year of the formation of the European Union. So, let us see what the European Union is. Now, the European Union is an intergovernmental political and economic union consisting of 28 members. The reason as to why such an organization was formed is because of the Second World War. After the end of World War II, the European leaders knew that drastic changes needs to be made if they are to ensure peace in the European continent. So, out of this realization, the European Community was formed in the 1950s. The European Community is a predecessor of the European Union. Later on, in 1993, the European Union was formed through the Maastricht Treaty. Now, Maastricht is a city in the Netherlands. The treaty also established the system of European citizenship. Later on, in 2009, the European Union was further expanded by the Treaty of Lisbon. Now, talking about the structure, the basic principle behind European Union is subsidiarity. Laws are made through unanimous agreement and they are binding on the member nations. It has 7 major institutions that administer its function. The highest body is the European Council, which comprises of the heads of 28 member nations. Next is the European Commission, comprising of representatives of the member countries. Then there is the European Parliament, where members are directly elected, and the Council, which comprises of ministers of member states. The basic purpose of the two bodies are to make legislations and prepare the European Union budget. The other 3 institutions are the European Central Bank, Court of Justice of the European Union, and the Court of Auditors. Now, a detailed infographics is given here for your reference. So, it's been 25 years since the Maastricht Treaty. Let us see some of the major achievements of the European Union. First of all, the Union has succeeded in creating a barrier-free single market. They have also created a monetary union called the Eurozone. They use euro as their currency. What you should note here is that not all the European Union members are part of the Eurozone. It consists of only 19 members. Next up, they have created a Schengen area. Now, a Schengen area is a zone where the 26 European countries have abolished their internal borders for free and unrestricted passage of people. Besides these, the 2 most recent initiatives are the General Data Protection Regulation, or the GDPR, and the PESCO. The PESCO, or the Permanent Structured Cooperation, seeks to promote military cooperation among the member nations. Now, we will discuss the GDPR later in the coming slides. Now, about the membership. Like mentioned earlier, it consists of 28 member nations. The membership is open to any European country that has a stable, free market, liberal democracy. No country has so far pulled out of the Union, but United Kingdom is in the process of exiting European Union by 2019. So, talking about the India-European Union relationship, India was among the first developing country to establish diplomatic relations with the European community. Now, this dates back to the 1960s. However, a recognizable cooperation came in 1994 when both regions signed the India-European Union Cooperation Agreement. Presently, this agreement defines the foundation of India-European Union relationship. Later on in 2004, India became a strategic partner, and the next year they released a joint action plan. Besides this, since 2007, talks of finalizing the Broad-Based Trade and Investment Agreement, or BTIA, has been going on. We will discuss about BTA in the coming slides. Moving on, let us look into the spheres of cooperation between the 2 regions. The most significant cooperation is in the economic and commercial sphere. As per the trade data of 2016, European Union is India's largest trading partner and second largest investor. Also, the European Union is a major source of foreign remittances into India. For the European Union, India is the ninth largest trading partner. Besides services, India imports items like jewelry and engineering goods into European Union. Now, another sphere of cooperation is in technology. Technical cooperation spans over areas like space science, climate resilient infrastructure, clean energy, etc. Most notable among these is the cooperation between India's ISRO and European Union's European Space Agency. Both have been collaborating in projects like Chandrayaan 1 and Galileo. They also expect to keep it up in future missions like European Union's Jupiter Icy Moon Exploration or JUICE. Another area of cooperation is with regard to environment and climate change. Despite USA's exit, the European Union has reaffirmed its commitment to the Paris Climate Deal and the UNFCCC. So, the European Union provides a crucial ally for India in its climate resilient initiatives. Besides this, the European Union is a major partner in various India-led initiatives like the International Solar Alliance and Clean Ganga initiative. In the field of energy, both European Union and India have been working closely to promote clean energy and improve energy efficiency. For instance, European Union invited India to be a part of the ITER fusion project. This project aims to create a prototype of a working fusion reactor. Now, talking about the socio-cultural cooperation, they mostly focus on people-to-people interactions like student exchange programs. Also, recently a two-day summit was held which dealt with the conservation of heritage sites in both regions. Lastly, an important area of cooperation is in security and strategy. However, despite being a strategic partner with the European Union, the cooperation in this regard is limited. Still, periodic summits and ministerial meetings are held to talk about issues like terrorism, IP rights, and climate change. One such dialogue mechanism was recently created called the India European Union Cyber Security Initiative. Now, let us understand the significance of the recently released strategy document. Now, this document was released after a gap of 14 years, which itself shows the increasing significance of India in modern day geopolitics. The paper has set the ties with India as a top agenda for the European Union. The most significant feature the paper discusses is on the need to develop defense and security cooperation with India. Like I mentioned earlier, this is one area where India-European Union ties have been weak. Besides this, the paper also focuses on areas like finalizing strategic partnership agreement, ensuring peace and stability in Afghanistan, and strengthening technical cooperation to counter terrorism and violent radicalization. But how far will this become reality needs to be seen because there are several concerns in the India-European Union relationship. This is evident in the way European Union itself defines the India relationship. It states that India-European Union relationship is high on rhetoric but low on substance. Now, from the main point, such a statement can be asked as part of a question. So, let us see why it is low on substance. First of all, the Broad-Based Trade and Investment Agreement or the BTIA has been the most contentious issues in our relationship with the European Union. The BTIA is a proposed free trade agreement between India and European Union. Despite 16 rounds of negotiations, the deal is still in deadlock. This is because of various issues like India's demand for data secure status and European Union's demand for further liberalization. The details of this are provided in the document attached to this video. Next concern is General Data Protection Regulation coming into force. Now, the GDPR is a set of laws on data protection and privacy. It grants European Union citizens substantial rights and also follows a data localization policy. Why this is concerned is because of the cost of compliance. Since the cost of compliance is quite high, small Indian service sector firms and startups would struggle. Also, such regulation is going to further alienate the European Union service sector markets from India. Another concern is the Brexit or Britain's exit from the European Union. This is because things are still unclear about Brexit or how it will impact India-UK relations. Now, let us move on to the conclusion. As we know, European Union forms the third leg in geopolitics after the USA and China. Now, with USA and China ignoring the world order in trade and globalization, the significance of European Union as well as India has risen. Hence, cordial relationship between the two regions has the potential to define the near-term future of the world. From an Indian perspective, ties with the European Union is essential in various matters. For one, India has a large and highly attractive diaspora in the European Union. Another factor is the uncertainty of the Trump administration in USA. The Trump administration has pulled out of the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action and began the process of reimposing sanctions on Iran. But the European Union has again reaffirmed its commitment to the JCPOA. This reassurance is crucial for India to safeguard her interests with Iran. Also, with regards to Afghan, both the regions share the common interest in the redevelopment of Afghanistan. Now, from the European Union perspective, India is vital because of various factors. Like the USA and the ASEAN, the European Union also views India as a counterweight to China. Also, India provides attractive markets for European investors in areas such as defense, armaments, and infrastructure. India's potential demographic dividend is crucial for the European Union as they are already facing a severe decline in their working age population. This is one reason why the European Union is eager to invest in India's skill sector. Besides these factors, European Union views India as a voice of the third world developing countries. Thus, they seek India's cooperation in the global governance arena like the UNFCCC. Hence, considering these factors, it is clear that what is needed now is to resolve conflicts in the relations. For this, Track 1 and Track 2 talks should be further promoted. In the light of rising concerns in global geopolitics, a cordial relationship between India and European Union is nothing but a necessity. Thank you.